Welcome, everybody, to another GFY Podcast with your hosts, Deluxe4 and Deluxe20. Thanks for listening today as we jump in with our next guest.
And before we do that, make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe to this podcast wherever you're listening to it. Also, if you'd like to follow us over on Twitter or Instagram, our handle is podcastgfy, so go give us a follow on there. And you can also email us at gfypodcasts@gmail.com.
Our next guest is known for his Minecraft creativity and his vlogs that he also does. I know him as the #1 soccer dad in all of the land. Let's go ahead and get into our next guest. That's BDouble0. God, I miss you, B-Dubs. I really do, man. You're great.
You too, baby.
You're great.
You're
All right.
great.
Stop it. You stop it right now.
No,
you stop it. You stop it. You sound like your brother a little bit when you talk. From every once in a while, like a phrase will come out and I'll go, that sounds like pungence. I'm not even gonna lie.
That's the Amazing Frog Pungence guy.
It is.
Yeah.
It really is.
He's the only one of your family we watch, so that's where we kind of get.
That makes sense. Yeah, he's starting to bleed into your conscious.
It happens, dude. Hey, let's start it off with, how did you first get into gaming? You seem like a guy, when I know from the outside, that seems like gaming shouldn't be in your repertoire of things that you do on a daily basis. I don't know. Like, you're the best soccer coach I've ever known.
Yeah. We do have to address you as coach, correct?
Correct?
Correct. Yeah, from
Yeah,
here
okay.
forth. Yes, coach.
But how did you get into gaming?
Oh, okay. That's a high praise. That's a great compliment. Because if you don't look like a gamer, you look like a cool guy, right?
Right? I think so.
I guess.
Okay. That's pretty nice. I played, I played, NBA 2K. I played Call of Duty. In Call of Duty people, you guys
I don't
are
see
Call of
you like
Duty
a Call.
guys.
Yeah, I don't see you like a Call of Duty guy, though, to be honest.
Oh, that was my thing.
Really?
It was before everything was online. So as far as I knew, I was good.
Oh, you're playing bots. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Just, playing the campaign.
Yeah.
And then, you play it a little bit online and I'm okay. I'm in the upper middle ground from time to time. But is this a podcast, by the way? Are we doing it?
Yeah, man, this is it.
Hey guys. Hi. Okay.
Hey.
Right. So yeah, I played Call of Duty. I had fun with that. But then, started watching, my brother told me to watch CNanners play Minecraft. And
That's how I started
said-
watching Minecraft too, by the way.
is it really?
Yeah, he was definitely the
he's
first one I watched.
He's the bridge.
He is the
He's
bridge.
the Call of Duty guy that kind of brought us all over, said, guys, it's okay. You can be a nerd.
All
It's
right.
fine.
Like, you like
Yeah.
Legos? Then this is even better.
Exactly. Yes. So it took me like a year to watch that video because I wasn't going to do that. That sounded really stupid. And then I finally watched it and I got super, super hooked and I started watching everybody
Right.
that played Minecraft. And then I said, yeah, I can do better than that.
I can do better than that. I can build some Legos. It's easy.
I can do better than that. And then I started and I didn't do better.
Were you a guy that always played with Legos and stuff? Like, where did the creativity come from Minecraft? Because you are a guy that I would consider like one of the top builders that I've seen off the top of your head.
What a sweet.
It may take you a while to get stuff, but you
Yeah.
definitely come out with like some of the best creations that I've seen.
At the end of the day. So
Yeah,
I was, big Lego. Yeah.
Okay.
Did you like Legos?
I did. I like my aunt. I remember we would go to the store. My parents weren't that well off. So when I went with my aunt, she would hand me a $5 bill. And the only thing you could buy with $5 was Legos. So I'd buy the little, like you could buy a truck or a little scene or whatever at that time. It was a little mini box. I don't know if you remember them. They were like maybe 5 inches long and about 3 inches high.
Yeah.
And you could, that cost $4.20 or something. And I had a $5 bill. So that's what I was buying every single time. Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. Yeah. So I had a couple of those and then we bought, there was like a spaceship.
Oh, Richie
like,
Richness. Okay. So you're rich. You got it.
Well, yeah. My dad bought that
Flexing.
one time. He kind of bought that for himself.
Yeah.
And,
He didn't let y'all touch the.
No.
Don't touch my stuff.
Don't touch the
Don't touch
Legos.
anything. Yeah. But one day he was kind of done with it. So I just broke it all down. Now I got all these pieces, tons of pieces. So I play with that. And, one thing that where it all started was dominoes. I just take little dominoes.
You start building
build
houses and stuff?
with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. With tons and tons of dominoes. So that was my thing. There's a home video of me playing with these dominoes And, my parents, they were kind of worried about me a little bit. They're like, this kid is not active at all.
Right.
He just sits and kind of farts around with stuff. So that was kind of my thing when I was a little kid. And then, yeah, we start playing Minecraft and stuff like that. All of a sudden, the kid things start coming. There's like nostalgia attached to it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and everything kind of rushes back to you. And that was, for me, the same thing. And I was like, there's endless amount of things that I can do on this. And then I would get to looking around on, like, YouTube videos, and I would see that someone else had already done that, or someone else had already done this. So I was like, these people have the same ideas that I had, but I would never do that because I always felt like I wasn't original enough to start that, so I never, like, got into certain things. I can't remember exactly, like, I'm gonna build a snow globe or something inside of Minecraft, and it had already been done 50 times.
Somebody already did it.
Yeah, this guy named BDouble0 did it, and I was like,
what a
jerk face. But, yeah.
Yeah, we need to limit the population.
We do.
Of people.
We do.
If we can cut that down, the population
purge. Are you for the purge?
Yeah, kind of. we in 50 years since we landed on the moon, the population of the Earth has doubled.
Yeah, I mean, we need to set our, like people like you that keep having kids. It's like, Jesus Christ, we need to cut you back to one kid. Yeah. I'm kidding. We don't need people like you, like, making more kids, but, right. But, we seriously have to do something about that because we're running out of resources. Am I wrong or am I right?
We're running out of resources. And land. Yeah.
Land, period.
Watch the, what's the
best investment you can make?
Our Planet is the Netflix.
Great documentary. Yeah.
Yeah. Have you seen it?
Yeah, of course I have. I'm a big junkie of those. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah. So they kind of prioritize animals and trees over humans in that series.
Right.
And they kind of sucked me in. But humans are, kind of better.
No, I don't know about that.
Some.
Peter's going to be knocking on your door any minute now, so watch out.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe I won't say that.
Best investment you could ever make, though, is to buy land. Because it's not more land becoming available, It's one of those things.
Limited resource.
It's right. It's what you should
do.
Definitely
do. You own land?
I do. I own 5 acres, yeah.
You do?
I do.
Oh,
yeah, I got cows and horses all around my house.
No way.
Not I don't own them, but I live like in the middle of a field kind of thing. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and I have internet. Haha.
Though that's nice.
Oh, it took him 6 months to get it.
It did. Yeah. It literally took me 6 months to get internet, and I had to have D20 upload all of my stuff.
Did you really?
I would make.
When was this?
This was what? 2 years ago?
No, it was longer than that. Like 4 years ago?
No.
It was a while ago.
It was 2.5 years ago, I think.
I don't know.
I remember.
I think we were still playing with you, B-Dubs. No joke.
Yeah, you were down for a while. They were running lines to your house, digging trenches.
Exactly. Yeah, you remember. See, that's it. You already know. Yeah. But anyways,
best 3 months of my life. Yeah.
Wow. I still saw you all the time. You act like I didn't see you.
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah.
Okay, whatever.
I should have moved away. You wouldn't have found me. You couldn't search me on the internet.
Yeah, right. We have the most, regular internet names, by the way, like Deluxe 4 and Deluxe 20, because that was kind of like our athletic numbers, 4 and 20.
Right. Yeah.
Where the heck did BDouble0 come from?
It's a reference to my last name.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that at all.
Yep.
B, then double O is a boo.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so is that in the same corner? Boo?
It is in the same corner. I ain't gonna finish it.
No. I didn't say you have to finish it. I'm just saying, am I right on that?
Finish it.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right on it.
Okay,
I'll tell you what, there's a phrase that goes with it that's even better, but I'll tell you later.
Yeah, it's fine.
Pretty darn good. The whole thing, my username's only half of this really cool phrase I made up for myself.
For myself. It's what he called himself in school. It wasn't other people calling him that. He just called himself that.
Exactly.
Did anybody call you B00 or anything like that in school?
Okay, yeah. Growing up, it was just Bee Sting, Johnny Bee Sting.
Okay.
Really?
He was the bee's
Johnny
knee.
Bee Sting.
Don't tell anybody else that. Don't tell anybody else that.
I think that's kind of cool.
It's not.
D20, you like it?
I mean, it's kind of catchy.
No, it's not.
The 90s were a different time.
Oh,
the 90s were a different time.
That was mid 2000s.
Okay.
I think it's kind of nice.
People call me Deluxe, so I can't say anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of nice, though. That's kind of cool. Deluxe.
Well, I can't
is
even.
cool.
Yeah, I can't even be called deluxe because everybody assumes that's just him. So I just got a letter D.
D.
You're just D.
D.
Yeah, I got that from my report cards. I thought maybe they should just call me.
Ooh.
Yeah, right. This dude's way smarter than me, like times 1,000. I used to cheat off him in college. No joke.
Did you really?
Yes. He's so smart. We almost got kicked out of college because I cheated off him one
you
time.
Well, it was like
It was
a whole
group.
class.
It was a whole class
cheated.
cheated off of D20. It's not even joking, man. It's
I
good
didn't
shit.
know.
Yeah.
D20, you smart guy.
Yeah.
Super smart.
It
What
comes
was
to
your
natural to
GPA?
him. He never had to like study. That's his.
I mean, I don't know. For my undergrad stuff was like 3.1 or something, but my master's almost had a 4.0. I had
Math.
like one class I didn't have A.
You had almost a 4.0 in your master's. You
Yeah,
have a master's?
I do. So you will call me master. I'll call you coach.
That doesn't. Okay. That's the new title I want. I want master.
Yeah,
That's cool.
that's not easy. You could
you
be
go
like
to-
master builder.
Yeah, there it is,
take
dude.
that.
I'm
take
telling you, dude. I miss you on Minecraft for real. Like we do Minecraft Mondays, and I know a couple people have brought it up to you and stuff. By the way, you're invited anytime you want to show up.
Good.
Like
I'm in.
I'm not joking, but you probably go to sleep because you're old at 7 Eastern. But
Yeah.
yeah, I do. I'm kidding, by the way. But you are definitely invited.
Dinner.
Joel's playing with us now. By the way, if you guys don't know Joel,
Minecraft
nobody
Mondays?
Yeah, that's the only time he
Okay.
shows up.
He's hit or miss. He comes sometimes.
Yeah,
Okay.
but he
It's good to have
doesn't.
him back.
I'm in 100%. All I have to do
By the
is
way-
just adjust my Tuesday mornings and just set those back a little bit
Hey,
and stay
yeah.
up till whatever it is.
It's
4 in the
not. We
morning.
only play for like an hour and 40 minutes. Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah, we're done by like midnight your time, usually.
That's a beauty. Okay.
I don't know how late you stay up anymore, but yeah, because I know you used to grind. You used to be like the biggest grinder I ever knew in my life.
Yeah. I was huge grinder. That I don't know how that, like looking back on that, after you're out of it, looking back and seeing there was a period where I was uploading 4 videos a day.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, how in the world was that possible? How is that humanly possible? Here's a little inside story if we
ahead.
got time for it.
No, you got all but nothing.
Yeah, all day. This is you.
all day.
Okay. So I had been going hard for several years. It was, minimum 12-hour days and 4 or 5 videos a day. And I was playing with you guys too at night, late. And, I was fine. Like I felt, as far as I knew, I thought it was fine. And, one day I had went out of town for a weekend with my cousin. I came back home and, nobody knew I was home. And I went upstairs and I heard Nicole on the phone in the bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
And she was crying. And she said she was talking to her sister and she was saying, I don't know if I can, I just want, he keeps saying that we're going to start getting more time and this and that. And, it's just so tough because I'm not around, and we got Ari and I think we had Eden at the time too.
Yeah.
And, it was just getting so tough for her. So I sat outside the door and I just listened to the full conversation. Then I went in and I ripped her a new one.
Yeah, put her in her place. Let her know who runs out.
No. That was a huge eye opener to me because it had been like 5-6 years that I had been going so hard. And I would always check in. I'd be like, how are things going? You okay? You cool? And she's been, her dad worked like crazy. So she was just used to it.
Right.
And, so she never said anything to me. It wasn't until I heard that I was like, okay, it's time to kind of have a mental shift and transition things a little bit. And we talked and I was like, you understand, to keep things going, I got to keep grinding. So it's going to come at a cost. And, we had decided that I need to focus more on family time.
Right.
Not everything, but, up it in the priority list some more. So yeah, I mean, then that kind of shifted things a little bit for me. So everything kind of cut back to, not 4 videos a day, that's for sure.
Yeah. So what was your wife's reaction when y'all first talked about it, like you doing YouTube stuff full time? Were y'all married when you went from doing construction stuff, or?
Yeah. So I was doing it in secret. I think we were engaged when I started my YouTube channel.
Yeah.
I just did it in secret and never told her. And then we got married, and I think we were married for a couple months, and then I finally got monetized. So I was super excited. You remember how it was?
Oh, good.
Right.
What did you need? You
The banner?
Needed,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. You needed like 10,000 subs or something. It wasn't like a set requirement, right?
Right.
For monetization. But I got monetized, so I was so excited. I was like, I gotta tell her. But I was super nervous because I knew if I told her and she laughed at it and thought it was stupid, it was over,
Right.
I wasn't going to be able to commit towards it. So I showed it to her. I explained it to her, and she loved it. She thought it was awesome. And, so I was able to keep doing it, obviously. And then, it got to a point to where she was like, hey, you realize you're making twice as much doing this as you are as a contractor, right? And then, so she kind of helped me transition into doing it full time and stuff. So she was very supportive.
That's awesome.
Through. Yeah.
Well, she seems like the kind of person that would just support you, no matter what you, if you said, oh, I think I'm going to start digging ditches. I feel like she seems like the kind of person that would be behind you 100% kind of thing.
That's really nice of you to say. She's, she is. She definitely is. She'll make fun of you all along the way.
Oh, you gotta have that.
If you don't have that, then that's not good.
Humorous time. Yeah. But yeah, she's been awesome with that stuff.
I feel like, and maybe it's just me, B-Dubs, but I feel like you are going to find something that you're very good at, and you're going to be successful over and over again. So you may jump in to, I don't know, I'm just making stuff up. You may be a sports agent one day, and you may land some of the biggest superstars, and then that will run out, and then you will find something else, and you will accept. You seem like the guy that never stops, and you're gonna be successful because you're always busy. You always have your head on right, and you always have forward thinking, I think. And I think that you having your wife the way she is, I think she is also one of those people that's kind of very progressive, and that's going to be supportive, like you were saying, behind you no matter what. And I think, I really wish people got to see and watch your vlogging channel that you have. Some of that stuff was better than the big channels that I had been watching over a long period of time. A lot of them have gimmicky stuff where they'll say, we're about to fill up this whole backyard with gummy bears, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
And you don't have that, but it seems like everything you have is real life problems. It comes with you're showing everybody everything that you got. I mean, it was very well edited. Your wife was all about it. She would take the camera with her. The kids were growing up, and you felt like you were part of your family watching that stuff. And I know you've kind of started a little bit of that here recently. What are you doing right now as far as all that goes, and where do you think your career is headed towards?
Well, with the vlog stuff, I mean, we're vlogging just once a week right now. Mm-hmm. And that's kind of more of just for the people that follow us,
Right.
Yeah.
Cause it's we took so much time off, and still getting people that say we love that, and it was part of our routine and stuff. So that's more outward. It's not, it's definitely not for me, for paying the bills or anything like that. I mean, you take that much time off, there's view hit and stuff, so it's not getting tons of views or anything, but that's fine. That's not a big deal. It's a creative outlet, but it's also, it's just to give back. We want to still keep the lines of communication open. Unfortunately, comments are disabled because there's kids in it, so communication is a little bit limited.
Right.
But yeah, that's kind of been the goal with that. As far as career going forward, it's, I'm kind of transitioning into, how do I put this? So I've gone through, I still love the whole YouTube and Twitch scene. And, I could get back into it and I could grind again and I could do all that stuff. But for the past year, I didn't feel like I was in, the mental place to do that. I don't know if we want to talk about this here, about Ivy.
It's up to you. Yeah.
Your stage, if you want to talk about it.
Okay. Well, back in January of 2018, our third daughter, Ivy, was born, but she had chromosomal disorder, and she passed away after like 18 hours. So, and that was something that we knew was going to happen. It was just a really, really difficult mental time.
Can't imagine, by the way. Golly.
Yeah.
I remember that time for you, and it was just, I don't even, like, it was hard for us to even go, hey, what do you need? What support? Whatever. And it's just hard. But I look back at it and I go, that was a blessing in your life, and I'm glad that you got those 18 hours with Ivy because she was precious. And, that was just, I can't imagine how hard that was, but continue. Go ahead.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. And you guys were awesome. Like, you guys supported us like crazy. And during a time like that, like, I know myself personally, I don't know what to do. When people go through difficult times, it's like, do they want, us to smother them or give them space or what,
Right.
But you guys were awesome. But yeah, because of that and during that time, it was like, okay, this is a full shift towards just be with the family, And also, you guys know when you're doing YouTube videos, you hit record, you got to flip a switch.
Yeah.
And you got to turn it on.
It's a mentality.
Yeah. You got to be entertainer. And that vanished. That was gone. I tried that, I tried doing like daily uploads a couple months later, and it was so difficult to stick with that. I don't even think I was able to stick with daily. Because of that switch flipping, I was like pushing myself way too hard. It's like, you have an injury, a sport, an athlete has an injury and he came back too soon, Oh,
yeah.
And I just wasn't able to do that. So I was like, I just need to, focus more on my family and myself mentally. And, but I still had like this mental desire to want to keep doing it. So I just did a lot of studying and a lot of research, and I learned a ton of stuff. I studied why in the world is Joe doing so amazing with Amazing Frog? Mm-hmm. How in the world does that get, how is he,
Yeah, how does this happen?
2 million subscribers with this. We just did a lot of study, and I learned a lot about the whole YouTube scene. So, not only from my time doing it for, you guys, how long have you guys been doing this? 8 years now? 9?
Yeah, somewhere in there. It's like 8 or 9. Yeah. I think we're coming up on 10 years together, all of us as a crew. So,
really?
Yeah.
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 So you gather all that, like through those years, you gather all that information.
Bunch of wasted knowledge. That's what it is now. A lot of it changes so much, but I get what you're saying. Like, if y'all don't know, Pungence, he's calling Joe, is his brother, and he has a channel where he plays this game called Amazing Frog, and he's very successful with it and does a good job, and that's what kind of BDoubles is kind of running down right now. But go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah. But anyway, it was a culmination of, studying things and learning a lot of stuff, and at the same time, I'm going through this process of thinking about Ivy and trying to figure out, like, what was the purpose of this? Like, why did all of this happen? Mm-hmm. I can't just let her life, as short as it was, mean nothing, just here and gone, and then that's it. So I started thinking, I want to use her life as a way to kind of give back to people. But I couldn't, the video stuff just wasn't working. So I started thinking, I'm going to help people with their channels, help people with their YouTube channels, Twitch channels, the stuff that I know, the knowledge that I have, start sharing it.
Right.
And focusing more outwardly. So I started doing that on the Instagram, doing Instagram stories and trying to give people tips. And I've been DMing people and, that has kind of led into that's the future career path. So now I'm coaching 10 people,
That's cool.
specifically with their channels and stuff, which has been amazing. Like, as far as gratification, it's giving me so much joy and fulfillment to work with these people. I mean, remember what it was like when we first started.
Oh, God.
You don't know anything.
I wish I had a coach.
Yeah, nobody knew anything. It's just like, you don't know what's going to work, what's not going to work. You just guessed and did whatever.
I wouldn't change anything that I did back then, but if I had a coach, I definitely would have went a different direction that I did back then, for sure. If I know what I know now, for sure.
But right, exactly. Like, I have a lot of things on my channel, a lot of mistakes that I made that I want to help people kind of rectify and stuff. But the three of us were here because we're successful. We did very right things to get us to where we are, right? Mm-hmm. But yeah, so that's kind of where it's headed. I've put together like a 60 video course.
Oh, wow. Didn't know it was that extensive. Holy moly.
Yeah. And, that's going to be coming out in like a month. But the thing that, so I'm wanting to help people, help give free help and stuff like that. This is something I could totally do for free, but they say the best thing you can do for your career is find something that you would do for free and get paid for it. So I know that sounds bad.
No,
there's
that's
this
great.
terrible stigma on the internet about making money and how, that's so greedy. Blah, blah, blah. But if you're not making money, then you're stressed out and you can't give. You have to always constantly be thinking about,
it's a two-way street.
Going to provide? Yeah. So, that, I think for me right now, it's a perfect symbiotic relationship where I'm able to do something that's fulfilling a lot. I'm able to kind of live my desires and dreams through helping other people, grow their YouTube channels. At the same time, I want to, get back into making videos and stuff again. Even more than just the vlogs, but that's long rundown of future career.
No, you did amazing of explaining it, and we'll have all the links for B-Dubs down below and let you guys know. Can you tell us what your Instagram is, though?
Yeah, Instagram is BDouble0 Insta.
Okay, so all together, no spaces, no
dashes
or anything like that.
BDouble0 Insta. Yeah,
Gotcha.
I mean,
And where's this course going to be? Where are you going to be putting it out to? Or is it?
I got a guy building a website right
Oh,
now.
so it's gonna
I
be
got a
website.
guy.
Okay.
Got a guy.
That's good.
That's cool. That's cool, though. I haven't heard of anybody doing that. It seems like a very, like I told you earlier, B-Dubs finding a way to get things done and very, I don't know, just passionate about something. That's good.
Yeah, I mean, over the years, I don't know how many times, you probably had the same thing. People are just like, because you have a successful YouTube channel or semi-successful or whatever you want to call it, what we have, and they say, well, I'm thinking of starting a YouTube channel. Do you have any advice? And it's hard to be like,
That's the number one question.
I mean, you want to tell them something, but then they're like,
that's deep.
they want to do something completely different.
It is,
I mean, it has to be you. It can't be what I did. It can't be what Deluxe 4 did. It can't be what B-Dubs did. It has to be you. Because the people are going to buy into that person, not what your video is, unless you're just doing like a tutorial or something.
Is this you announcing that you're going to start doing something?
I got a guy building a
Website.
channel right now.
And it's
website.
D20 Insta on the Instagram.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my
This is gonna
God.
be
I have
fun.
61 video course coming out.
And mine's 59, just so it could be shorter than y'all's.
Oh yeah, it's
So,
shorter.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. That's sweet of you.
Yeah, he took 69 videos and crammed them into 59.
Oh man, that's how we roll. But that's good. That's good, though, B-Dubs. I'm glad to hear that you got something going. I was never worried about you when it came to all that stuff, but I'm just glad that you're staying in the space, which I was hoping. I hoped when you weren't going back to contracting, because I don't know if even you could handle that one more time.
I was terrible at it, dude. I was so bad at that. People would be calling all the time. I'm scared to death to answer the phone because I knew they'd be mad. Where's my siding?
Yeah.
Look, I'm not in creative mode. I can't just get it.
Just get it over there.
I'm going to go strip mining right now.
Exactly.
All I'm finding is coal, no iron. What the hell? But I saw this on your YouTube channel too, and me and the boys were like, good for B-dubs. It seems like you had some magical dust. You were throwing a little bit out because you were making a few videos with your daughter, and they were killing it. Yeah. What is the secret behind those? I got to know this. What was the secret behind those? You were killing it.
You want the short or the long?
I want to give me to whatever you want to give.
Course? Yeah, give us less than 60 videos.
Yeah. Here's 60 videos worth. Airy, there's one that's at like 6 million views right now. That was the first one, of those 3 Paw Patrol videos that I did.
I love Paw Patrol. It's great. Go ahead.
It's a fantastic television program. That was, the first one was the last video of those, that month of March that I was just like, I can't do this next year. And I wasn't even going to do that, but Ari was like, I want to play with you. She wanted to play with me. So I was like, okay, I'm going to throw this thing together, and this will kind of be a little send-off for a while. And I had hit a point to where I was like, this is before I did a bunch of studying and stuff. My mind was just flooded, and I was like, you know what? F it. I'm going to go full clickbait. And I'm going to, like, for me, when I'm making a thumbnail and stuff, I'm worried about composition and get a nice little depth of field and this and that and all these stupid things that they don't matter. What really matters, you get 20 arrows on your thing, and that's what matters. So I was like, screw it. I'm going to put all the colors in the world. I'm going to crank the saturation we're going to do surprise face. I'm going to throw Paw Patrol characters on there. I'm just going to go all out. I'm going to title it, all clickbaity. Just throw my pride out the window. And that stuff was helpful. Thumbnail was really, really helpful. The biggest thing I did, this is a big insider secret. You ready?
Mm-hmm. This is Video 34, internet show. Go ahead.
It actually is Video 34. Advanced settings, when you upload, I unchecked publish to subscribers. And I didn't send it out to my subs. And the reason I did this was because I've gained subs from so many different genres, so many different games, Call of Duty, Besiege, Minecraft, just tons and tons of different games. People are subbing for tons of different things. And then when I push a video out to all those subs, majority of them aren't going to watch.
Because it's not what they subscribe for.
Yeah. So you get a super low click-through rate, right? Mm-hmm. Your impressions are super high, but only the few core audience, close people click it. So I didn't publish the subs, and I only announced on Twitter. And that gave me a really high click-through rate. Mm-hmm. And it was like a 15% click-through rate initially, which is high. And then because the thumbnail was so clickbaity, because the click-through rate was high, YouTube was like, okay, this is doing well. Let's push this out to a lot more people. Then you got a clickbaity thumbnail, still does well. Keep pushing, and it compounded and exploded. And I did that two more times, and both of those videos got several million views.
Oh, wow.
So, because that's the thing, when we're growing our channels like crazy, we're getting these tons and tons of subs. We're pushing out videos to a bunch of people that probably aren't going to click. So that's why you see channels get real big and then the decline.
Right. So, the algorithm's different too from when we started and when that it is now.
Way different. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It was hardly an algorithm at all. Now it's so complex.
Right.
But click-through rate's the big boy. And the fact that we got a bunch of subscribers that are probably, not watching like they used to, that hurts. So you just don't publish to them.
That's kind of crazy to me. I think I heard Joel tell us that, from you, that's kind of what you did. And that's crazy to me though.
He won't do it.
And by the way, when, you say you made a clickbait thumbnail, it wasn't that clickbait. Was it? 'Cause your daughter is hilarious and she makes the craziest faces in the world. And so do you though. So like, y'all make some good faces, and the game was still there in the background. I think you had you two on there reacting to something that y'all were doing at the time. And the video, I actually watched the Paw Patrol one. It was pretty dang good. I was I was very
you
impressed.
actually-
I wanted to see it.
That surprises
more.
me.
I wanted to see it more. I wanted to see you guys do a series all completed together, like a 45 episode series of you guys doing
Oh,
stuff.
that would have been pretty good. 45 million then.
Right? So,
Yeah.
yeah, but that's kind of crazy to me, but that's some good information. Now, is it up to date? Who knows? They might have changed it yesterday, the algorithm, and it could be all jacked up. So I don't know for sure, but yeah.
Still works.
That's kind of he said still works. Coach over here, by the way. Not only does this man coach people on the internet, but he coaches his daughter's soccer team, and they are undefeated, beat everybody 99-0. He's
That's
kind of
right.
ridiculous. I saw a pic. I did see a video, I think on Twitter, maybe? Was it on Twitter? Where I saw you running down the sideline with your daughter, and as they were like playing, and your daughter was like, screw this, I'm not going, I'm going to mom.
Yeah, she's not a very good soccer player.
But she's the number one coach. It's not the coaching, that's for sure.
Yeah, I noticed when I was coaching them that I'm on the field. You guys have seen these events, right?
Yeah.
Where you go out there and there's one field with these two teams, and there's another field. There's probably 100 kids, and they're all playing. They're all playing soccer. They're all following the drills.
No, they're all following the ball.
Yeah, they're all following the ball. I look over, my daughter's sleeping next to the goal, laying on the ground, throwing acorns. I realized then I got a unique child. She's very different.
Well, she has videos on YouTube with over 6 million views. So
What do you have?
She's above these kids.
On average.
Exactly.
She's above these kids.
Yeah, that's true. That's probably what it is. She just got this.
Yeah, you let the fame go to her head.
That's the problem. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, but so I'm still coaching the team, but she's not getting a whole lot of playing time. You know what I mean?
You said your daughter on the bench?
She got cut.
If it's down to if Lucas is playing or
Yeah, I was gonna say
it's gonna
Lucas.
be
I couldn't remember the kid's name. Yeah, it's like I know you had one stud on the team. You just let him run.
He's a killer. Yeah.
That's so good. That's so funny.
Yeah, so I've been watching your blogs and stuff, and or vlogs, I guess. But I've noticed you were doing the keto diet stuff. Are you still on that, or
Still doing it. Still doing flawless. Yeah, I went to the doctor. And they said, we would like to take a blood test. And I knew that they wanted to see some great, they wanted to be impressed by me. So I went in the next day. I gave them my blood, and they were in awe. And they messaged me back. They said, we are shocked and surprised and so thrilled for you. I'm in perfect shape.
That's good. Yeah, I did keto. I started like in January. And
You did?
And I did it through April, I guess. So I did it like 4 months. And I'm thinking about starting back up again. I just kind of took a month off just to kind of, I don't know. But
How'd you like it?
I actually do like it. Like I felt a lot better. I had more energy.
Yeah.
I lost like 25 pounds.
Oh!
So, and I wasn't even doing any exercise. So I was just like just dieting or whatever. So I feel a lot better. Like, I don't know. So I think I'm going to start it back up this next week. Do you have any tips
and
for
tricks?
sticking with it? Yeah.
So I was doing keto for like a year solid. And then I was like, okay, I'm not going to do the diet version of keto. I'm going to do kind of a bulk version of keto. I'm going to work out and try to build some muscle with keto. So I started eating a lot more calories.
Right.
Like 22, it was 1,500 calories to lose weight, 22 to 2,500 to gain weight. So I started doing 2,500 calories, and then I didn't work out for like 4 months, and I gained 20 pounds. So what I realized is, just because you're eating keto style,
Right.
doesn't mean you're going to lose weight. I think at the end of the day, it's calories in, calories out.
Yeah. Well, when I first started it, I, like just to kind of wean myself off the sugar and bread and stuff like that, I just started eating like keto friendly foods, but I wasn't really watching calories. But then like as I, kind of got into ketosis, like I wasn't hungry as much. I cut out, eating breakfast, and I would just drink like a shake for breakfast. And then I would have like,
Meat shake?
No, I would just do like a keto strawberry shake thing or whatever.
Ooh.
For breakfast. And then I would eat like in like a 6-hour window. Like I'd eat lunch at like 11:30 or 12, and then I'd eat dinner at like 4:30 or 5. So I added that in there with it, and that's when it kind of really started shedding the weight. Because at first I wasn't losing any weight because I was doing like you. I was just eating keto-friendly foods, but I wasn't. Yeah. Like I was taking in 3,000 calories and burning 10. So it's like
right. Yeah.
But so I started doing that, and that's when I started losing it.
What about pork rinds? You eating pork?
Oh yeah, that's what every day for lunch I'd have egg salad and pork rinds.
Oh yeah,
that was my lunch.
Good.
With a little sriracha.
He said, "Hey, good."
No, yeah. D4, you're gonna do it?
I have done my own little version of diet. I've tried to cut out all breads. I've also tried to cut out like Cokes and things like that, the common sense ones. And I lost about 10 pounds, and then I haven't gained it back, but I definitely am not eating anywhere close to where I was. I'm kind of eating really crappy, and I need to start making just better choices closer it gets to summer and, the beach time. So I'm going to start doing all water and really trying to cut back on just the calories, like simple math, like take in, less calories and, try to up the running and stuff that I do, but we'll see. But you had to be like one of the early ones to start keto because a year, that's like before the craze really happened. The craze happened 6 months ago?
Maybe. Yeah, maybe. I think I had just heard about it and I was like, I'm going to try this out because I'm not much of a sweet tooth. I don't like sweet foods very much. So, like going on regular diets where there's like, you're trying to figure out, you're staying away from fat and stuff. Mm-hmm. That was super hard because that's like that's the go-to for me. So I think the reason why this works for me is because I don't really care. Like I'm not eating M&Ms or, dessert or sweet food. If I want my dessert would be like a bag of chips. Yeah. So this fit me really well. So I was like, I'm going to give it a shot.
That's cool. What's your favorite thing to eat on there?
Every morning for the last year, I do eggs and salami, fried salami. So I fry up a little salami. I put the eggs inside the little salami, like little salami taco.
Okay.
Trying to get
and I put a little mayo and hot sauce.
Creative, huh? Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Nice.
Dude, that sounds really good. You're making my mouth water with that. That sounds really good.
It's good.
But how hard was it to get away from the eggy cheese toast?
Yeah.
How hard was it giving up on that one?
That's where the salami came in.
That's my new salami. Toast. Yeah. You just cut a hole in it and drop egg inside.
Exactly. Yeah.
If you cut the salami thick enough, then you should pretend it's a piece of bread.
You need like 20 pieces.
Yeah.
Are you like a salami connoisseur now? Like, are you going to like some kind of like, markets?
Smelling it.
Yeah, you smelling it, looking at the different types of mold on it and everything else?
Well, it's based off of how far you could throw it. So if you give it a good toss, and you get some good distance on it, and especially if you can get it to stick on the wall, you got a winner.
I think you messed up. That's noodles. You throw noodles, and if they stick, you're good. If they don't, you're not.
Yeah, he's the salami expert.
I think
he's actually putting together a 60 video thing about salami.
60 video course on salami and the right kind to buy. So you tell me.
You tell me. I'm the one that's lost 50 pounds. I was kidding. How much weight have you lost, by the way?
At the peak, which was in January, I went from 180 to 143.
Jesus Christ.
So that was like 37 pounds.
You sitting at what, like 150 now, maybe?
I'm 159.
That's not bad at all. Like, seriously. That's awesome.
Yeah, everything's hugging.
It's solid muscle, but, so,
Yeah, it's all muscle.
All muscle. Did your wife do it with you?
She did. She lost a ton of weight. Yeah. Like, she couldn't, percentages are different, percentages are what matter. Pounds are different.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, she went from I guess I shouldn't say, but,
she lost weight.
She lost too much weight.
Oh, wow.
She was at the gym and some lady came up to her and said, "Hey, I've had this problem before.
Oh, no.
Eating disorder.
Oh, no.
You're not throwing up, are you? You're not doing the thing.
Oh, God.
And she's like, what in the world? I'm perfectly fine. she's eating tons of food.
You need to give her 2 helpings of salami. For sure.
Yeah. Well, I fed her up.
That's got him into trouble a few times already.
Okay.
Oh, man.
All right, so kind of along those lines, if people hadn't watched your vlog about Ivy, your running vlog or whatever, that was a really good vlog. I don't know if you've watched it or not.
I haven't. You said something about it, and I haven't got a chance to watch it.
It was really good. It was really well put together and everything. But so just kind of telling everybody. So are you still doing your daily runs?
I am. I just ran a 5K yesterday.
Oh, good for you, man.
Thank you. It was pretty slow. I ran it with Nicole.
That's okay.
But
you ran it.
Yeah.
She was dragging you the whole way. That's why it was slow. She was carrying you on her shoulders.
Huffing and puffing.
Yeah.
But I run. So I've been running and like my feet are pretty I got high arches, so I get some problems.
Same.
But I got those.
You need to get you some Ultra Boost, bro.
They don't help.
They do.
I tried every shoe in the world.
The best shoe I've ever had on my feet. Not joking.
Oh.
Most expensive shoe I've ever had on my feet too. But definitely the best shoe I've ever had. Tell them, D20.
Super wide, nice cushion, right?
I mean,
they're not really too wide. I don't think they're.
No, I wouldn't say they are.
I mean,
I'm very picky about that stuff.
Yeah, they do have good cushion. Like, I bought some a couple years ago, and like I've been telling D4, like, you need to get some. He's like, nah.
Yeah, they cost $180. So I was like, nah, I'm not doing it.
Yikes!
Yeah. But then I gave in, and I was like, these are the first shoes I've ever worn that didn't hurt my feet after being on my feet all day. No joke. Like, it's
really?
No freaking joke. I am 110% not joking you. And Sidearms had some, and he was like, hey, try these on. I was like, yeah, they look okay. They're cool-ish.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, whatever. But yeah, I had a gift card to Adidas, and I bought some, and best investment I've ever had. Not joking you.
Seriously?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm not playing. You definitely need to get some Ultra Boost.
I'm gonna look into this then, because I put the same thing out with the Herman Miller chair. You know, the one with it looks like a hammock material instead of cushion and stuff.
Yeah.
I told everybody, this is the one. This is the chair you got to get. You sit in it all day. There's no pain or anything like this. You're telling me the exact same thing about these shoes.
Yes.
So I'm kind of sold.
By the way, you and I had the same problem about the chair stuff. And
with the arms falling asleep?
Yeah. So I had that forever, and here's what I did. So I'm in a gaming chair. I feel like a nerd because I'm in a gaming chair, period. Anyways, D20 had 2 shipped to him, and I got the extra one, by the way. And so I didn't pay for it, but what I did is I just took off the whole arm. I took off the whole dang arm, and I have my arm free flowing now. And I told you about like how high your wrists were and where they were sitting and like the elbow and stuff like that. I don't have any more problems with my arm whatsoever. It was definitely the chair. And the chair that you're talking about, I got suggested to me, I think from Sidearms, which got it suggested to him by you. So please tell me more about this chair because I know they're expensive, but I think they're worth it. Yeah.
Yeah, they're expensive. It's like, I think it's called the Aero chair from Herman Miller. By the way, Herman Miller factory, they're in Holland, right where I live.
Oh, wow. Huh.
So, yeah, unfortunately not getting any kickback from this. But, I see their trucks all over the place all the time. But you buy them used. You get these chairs used. You don't buy them new because there's no cushion. They never wear out.
Yeah.
It's the same thing, but it's all like the whole thing, the back part and the seat part. It's all, it's like a mesh. It's just mesh. It's not cushion. And you sit in it all day and there's nothing, like you don't ever feel it. It's like you float.
That's awesome.
Yeah, but you gotta buy used.
I didn't know there was a thing that you could buy used.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But where do you find them used? I guess there you would find them everywhere because it's right there in town, maybe. But
well, yeah, but like these offices, they'll have them, right? And then like, we're going to switch to a white design. So they just sell all their chairs.
Huh.
I don't know. eBay?
eBay question mark? Oh, okay. Well,
do you ever see the daily vlogs coming back?
Daily?
Yeah.
No.
You think it'll ever get back to that? Like maybe when Ari learns to edit and you can have her start.
Yeah.
Hey, make a factory out, buddy.
Yeah, just start pumping them out. Like you're in charge of thumbnails, you start cutting up video.
Got to teach her about clickbait and all that stuff.
Yeah, exactly. More arrows. Needs more arrows. More saturation.
I right now I say no, but there's so many things I've said no to that I end up doing eventually. I really liked that. And like, you know, I could see if I'm at a point one day where I'm just financially, free and I don't have to worry about, money or anything like that. Doing that, that's like a passion for me that I really like. It scratches a creative itch. So that could be a thing. It could. It definitely could. But I get a lot more, this sounds funny, but I get more joy and pleasure out of, you know, working with people on their channels than I do out of just uploading myself right now. It's a weird kind of mental state, but, I'd rather be helping somebody else.
So what do you do if Ari comes to you and says, Dad, I want to be like Uncle Joe.
Oh, yeah.
I want to be a real YouTuber.
Oh, wow.
Can you help me build a channel?
That's a perfect scenario. Then, you know how
like,
dads
go stay with Pungents for a while then.
Yeah, go stay with Uncle Punches. No, a dad will make his son play basketball and he'll live his dream because he can't play basketball anymore, so he'll force his son to do it. That's what I'll do.
You could just build stuff and she can just be on the face cam. Like you can just clickbait it that way. Like you do all the Minecraft building and then put her on there reacting to it.
She'll have to build herself. I ain't giving her no freebies.
Yeah, no handouts. No handouts in the BDouble hustle.
Yeah, yeah.
So speaking of Pungents, was there ever, were y'all pretty competitive growing up?
No.
No?
Really?
No.
I don't see how that is the thing.
Yeah, Joe is a very sweet, subtle, soft, younger brother.
Did you not beat him up a couple times? Jesus.
I beat him up like crazy, and it made me even
He would never
He
fight
said,
back.
thank you,
He's
thank
kinda
you.
like, thanks, I needed that. I learned from it.
You know, it's funny. So we used to go, when we were kids, our family would go on vacation to this place called Tawas in Michigan. Tawas. And, my brother was actually, when we were super young, he was maybe 7, 8 years old. He was very bossy and he would kind of push me around and I almost felt like the roles were flipping. Like he's the older brother and I'm the younger brother. So I started getting pretty pissed and upset. And, we were on the beach in Tawas and my parents left. They went up to the cabin and I put the beating of a lifetime on them. I was screaming and crying and saying, give me respect.
Oh, God.
Respect me. I'm the brother. I'm the older
You were 25?
brother.
26.
Yeah, this was a couple days ago. He says, and this is this breaks me to this day. He says that was a huge moment for him in his life.
Oh,
and
no.
I wrecked him. I ruined him.
Apparently not. He's doing really well right now.
Well, he's doing really great, but it did like a mental shift in him. And, he's always, his whole life been like a super nice, really kind, really nice guy to me. So, after that point, kind of fell in line.
So you beat it into him. Nice, dude.
Yeah,
I knew it.
I think I killed all of his leadership skills.
He was
probably going to be a great leader. Could have been the president, and I broke it.
He's going to be president now. He's just making farting frog videos.
Yeah.
Like, I heard y'all were streaming one day with, a couple of guys, and I was like, I was watching y'all play Rocket League, and y'all were talking about how Pungents is still single. At the time, I don't know if he is now. I was like, how is this man single? He's got all the money in the world. He's a good-looking guy. He's the nicest guy in the world. But it's because of you. You beat it out. He has no leadership skills, and he's like afraid to talk to women.
Every night, I hate myself for taking him to Tawas. I took him to Tawas and I ruined it. But yeah, he's still single.
Is he really? Wow. I don't understand that.
So I think 32. And, you know, for us, we're kind of Midwestern, southern guys. For where we're from, you know, you get married in your mid-20s, right?
Yeah.
Or early 20s, some people.
Ours is early teens. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I mean, it's your sister. You known her your whole life. Right?
Yeah, that's an easy decision. Yeah. But, you know, you go over to Boston, New York, people get married in their 40s. So, you know, he's kind of prioritizing work right now. He's got a good flow going. He's got a lot of success going, so he's kind of prioritizing that. So he's spending a lot of time grinding. And not a whole lot of time searching for women.
I think y'all had a couple of stories. He was telling us a couple of stories, like horror stories about, like the dates that he tried to go on and people were just not having it, or the people that were just weird or something.
Yeah. You meet a lot of, I'm thinking about making a Tinder profile just for the stories.
For the stories.
You meet some characters when you get older.
Right.
When you get in your 30s and stuff, you meet some interesting people that have been passed on.
I don't understand. I guess because I'm not in like our teens or early 20s, like 2021. I don't understand the whole internet, like how it's probably ruined so many social interactions between people, and people are just, there's just a weird, like, dating scene now. So I kind of get where punches come from. So weird.
Yeah.
Cause you don't,
and it's all,
yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I was like, where are you going to go to find somebody if you don't have these Tinder things anymore? You wouldn't go to a bar because no one's good at the bar. You go to church, and that's about it. Like, it's a weird, it's like Angel and the craziest people. There's no in between. Grocery store, maybe?
There's no in between.
I don't know.
Grocery store. That's it. Yeah.
I mean, I guess a lot of people like meet people at work and stuff, but I mean, he's working at home, so.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And it's also a transition to where everybody's doing like, it's very pictorial based.
Very.
So it's all swipe left, swipe right, swipe left.
You don't get to know anybody, yeah.
No.
Could be funny, could be the best guy in the world. But he's not a bad looking guy. I mean, I'm not afraid to say it. He's not a bad looking guy.
No, he's a handsome young man. Yeah. He got all the features that got screwed up on me.
They got it right the second time around.
Yeah, it worked on him. He did it right. But, I mean, it's all, you know, and then you meet somebody and then something's a little different. You guys know when you marry somebody, what is most important is that you work well together. You know, you want to marry somebody you're not fighting all the time.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, it's important to find, I mean, obviously, when you, like, first impressions of people or whatever is good, but like, you want to find somebody that's, like, it's not just about looks. I mean, they're not going to look that way 60 years from now.
Exactly.
I think that's what a lot of, why most marriages fail is just because people just go based on looks or based on their instant feeling right off the bat kind of thing.
Exactly. You got it.
Yeah. All right. We're going to get into our game session of this podcast. So
it'll be quick.
We're just going to go through a couple of quick things. The first one that we're going to be doing is called What Are You Digging? And basically I'm just going to ask you a question, and it's just stuff that you're really into right now.
And I'm going to sit here and basically tell you why you're wrong.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect.
That's not work. But anyway. Okay, so the first one is, we've got to talk about a little bit about food, but what food can you not get enough of right now?
Salami.
Never really had a good piece of salami in my life. I'm just gonna be honest.
What?
Yeah. I need you to make me some salami eggy toast. Yeah.
I will.
Minus the toast.
Yeah, right.
So, like, as far as like the keto stuff, so there's people that are like full blown like keto, like only eat grass fed, beef and like all that kind of stuff. Do you do all that stuff, or you just stick with the stuff that's within the boundaries kind of thing?
No, my wife does. She was trying to cut soy out of my diet, but that meant no mayo. I eat it all, as long as it's fat.
I get it's like an avocado mayo or whatever. It's pretty good.
Yeah,
it's not
okay. It's not the same.
It's not mayo, but yeah. No. All right. So the next one, is there any Netflix or TV shows that you're really into right now?
Sex Robots.
Is that a real show?
Is that a thing?
No, wrong. That's wrong. Love, Death, and Robots.
Oh,
Love, Death, and Robots.
okay, got you.
Okay,
I
was gonna
there's
have to-
sex in it, I guess.
Is
Love, Death, and Robots.
Is that what it's called? Okay. I've never even heard of that, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
Oh, it's good.
What
Do you
is it
watch
on?
any of that other stuff? Go ahead.
Do I watch what?
Like, do you watch any other Netflix shows, like the good ones? Like, I'm talking like Stranger Things, I'm talking
This is a good one.
Making a Murderer, that kind of stuff. Like, the real good
Yeah.
ones. Not the ones you
Yeah.
find in the back of, like, have 1 star.
No, this is a Netflix original.
sure it was.
It's all animated. It's all
Oh,
cool
there it
cartoons.
is. There it is. I thought we gave up
There's
cartoons
CGI.
when we were 12. What
You
happened?
gotta give it a chance. It's not manga, it ain't anime. Although I do like that Transformers
I
anime
used to
one.
really, really like you until you said that. You really changed
Okay.
my mind on you.
All right, hold up. Let me figure out one. I mean, Our Planet was nice. The Office is good.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Okay.
Yeah, those.
Where is that on Netflix though? That show you were talking about with the anime?
Yeah, Love, Death, and Robots. It's good. It's
No wonder I never.
I promise
heard of
you'll
it.
like it. It's like Black Mirror except animated.
Exactly. You're speaking Spanish to me once again. No clue what the hell you're talking about. It's your anime, mangas,
All right.
or whatever.
Next one. What YouTube channels are you watching right now?
Deluxe 4. Deluxe 1.
You ain't watching me. I ain't been uploading. You tripping?
I'm just going through the old playlist.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's going back and watching your old videos.
Besides us,
yeah.
what are you watching?
I've been watching Feng Zhu Designs.
Okay.
I mean, it'll get obscure a little bit. He was a concept artist for Star Wars back in the day,
That's cool.
and he does YouTube videos and just does like drawing and design and talks about design stuff. And it's like Bob Ross modern day, so I get sucked in pretty deep.
That's you 101 right there. I like it.
Yeah.
That's one of those YouTube holes that you just fall into. Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Do you listen to any podcast? Are you digging any podcast, or do you not much on podcast?
The Deluxe Podcast
Right.
is one.
Of course.
Beyond that, no.
Do you even know what this podcast is called that you agreed to do?
The Deluxe Boys. We're here again. The Deluxe Boys.
Thanks for the intro. That's great, dude.
Yeah.
Not even
if it's
close.
not called that. That's what it should be.
Yeah.
That's our new intro song. All right, so that's all of the what are you digging. The next one is called To the Curb, and the way this works is I'll give you 3 things and you have to kick one of them to the curb. So it'll be like there'll be a topic and then I'll give you 3 choices and whichever one that you would get rid of is going to be the one kicked to the curb. All right, so the first 3 is going to be foods, obviously keto based here. So you kind of talked about this a little bit, but your 3 choices are bread, sugar, or potatoes. Which one would you kick to the curb?
Sugar.
Yeah, I kind of guess that I already had this written out, but then when you're saying you're not much of a sweet tooth person, and I'm kind of the same way. Like my main one was potatoes, like of those
French
3.
fries?
Yeah, like French fries and
Oh,
potato
man.
chips and all that kind of stuff.
What?
That was harder for me than giving up bread and sugar.
Yeah,
That's
it's
the
harder,
worst
but
part.
I definitely wouldn't get rid. Yeah, okay, I got you.
Okay, so he's kicking the sugar to the curb. All right, the next topic is basketball. Here's your 3 choices: NBA playoffs, college March Madness, or the Olympics. Which one would you kick to the curb?
NBA play. Oh, kick to the curb? Wait, sorry.
Yeah, kick to the curb.
March
Olympics.
Madness and Olympics. Yeah, okay, yeah.
Olympics.
I'm
yeah.
down.
Olympics. Wow, not a very strong American, huh?
No,
No.
listen, they don't even play hard in
They
those
killed
games.
it.
Yeah, it's like watching. It's like watching
All-Star
the
game.
All-Star game. Like
Yeah.
nobody's
They
trying
don't
to play
even let
defense.
the best guys in anymore.
No, I know. Well, they
Yeah,
don't
and
want
they
to play. It's not that they
Well,
don't
they
want to
still
play.
beat
That's-
everybody by like 50 points, so it's like
Yeah, with our
Yeah.
D team, yeah, exactly. It's no dream team like it used to be.
Exactly. That's
All right, here's our next one. It's YouTube gaming. Would you rather? I'm going to give you 3 choices of videos you'd like to upload, and you're going to kick one to the curb. All right, the first one is Paw Patrol with Airy.
okay.
The next one is Minecraft with the old guys back in the day. Or would you rather do a solo NBA 2K video? Which one would you kick to the curb?
Oh man. What am I going off of? Just me, or
Yeah,
am I
just
taking
which-
other
yeah, which
people
one?
into consideration?
Just you.
Yeah, it's just you. Like, all right, you got to upload 2 videos this week,
Hurt
and
some
you
feelings.
have those
Here we
3
go.
recorded. Which ones do you go with?
I mean, 2K's gotta. Oh, 2K's got to go.
I think you're being
Okay.
fake. I think you're being fake, BDouble. I'm gonna be honest.
No,
You said
2K's gotta
that
go.
was your heart and soul back in the day, but okay, whatever. That's cool.
It was.
You
They
can
killed
tell
the game, though.
your daughter that she's got to be kicked to the curb. You can tell her. Just tell her to her face.
I can't.
Just tell her to her face.
You just need to take her to the beach and give her a good beating, right?
I'm gonna take her to
turn her life around.
Yeah, she hasn't gotten too out of line yet for that. But yeah, NBA 2K, they killed it. They over monetized it. It's dead.
Oh.
Okay, so kicked
It's
it
out.
to the curb. All right, and your last one is a house guest. You've got these three people want to come over to stay, and you got to kick one out. We got Sidearms,
Yes.
Yeah.
Joel, and Pungence. Which one
Sidearms
would
is
you
out.
kick to- Okay, that was easy. Didn't even think about it.
Didn't even,
No, he's
not even for a second. Just laid
He's
it.
out.
Didn't want the
He
water
didn't say
bottles
thank
laying around.
you. Yeah, he had bottles all over the house.
Amen, brother.
He dirtied
Amen.
up all my bowls.
Can I get
and
a-
plates? And didn't say thank you once.
Right. Am I right? Jesus.
Yeah.
By the way, our
Of
little
course.
birdie tells me that you're going to be hanging out with Joel very, very soon.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, I don't know exactly when. I want to go see him, actually. He's talking about coming here, but I want to go see him.
Yeah, he's got that new house. You need to go over.
And
mooch
that
off
new
him.
baby.
Yeah.
I know. I got to see the baby.
For sure.
All right, so that's all of our games. So now is the time where you're just going to be able to plug or whatever you want to plug, or say whatever you want to say, or I mean, this is your
plug.
free time here.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is free time for you, buddy.
I'm not great at plugs. I guess, I mean, if I was going to ask anybody to do anything, first of all, only interested people, the Instagram thing, that's where I'm doing most of my stuff, like online now. Not posting pictures, but just in stories. If you're interested in building a YouTube channel and stuff, just follow me there. And then I'm giving free tips. That's my biggest thing. And then eventually when the course comes out and stuff, I'll announce that there. Vlog, I'm doing that. That's on BDouble0 live on youtube.com/ that's it.
Where's the best place where we can find you on? Is it Twitter? Is it Instagram? What's the quickest way?
Instagram.
Instagram. Okay.
Yeah. BDouble0 Insta.
Okay, what about your streaming on Twitch? You've been doing that a little bit. Every
right.
once in a while. Yeah.
Yeah. BDouble0 on Twitch. Yeah. Coming up here, I'm going to be joining the crew for, Minecraft Mondays, which are sometimes on Tuesday.
You heard it here first. Well, unless he's on tomorrow and we hadn't even uploaded this podcast
Right.
yet. But
right. Yeah. No, I'm going to hold off. Let's hold
Oh,
off.
yeah.
Let's
Wait a few-
first, and then I'll come next week. Yeah. We'll do that. But yeah, I stream it a little bit because, that's just a fun thing to do, from time to time.
It is. Yeah.
But that's been that's a place where you can kind of just do whatever you want. You guys are streaming a lot, right?
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
We like it.
Yeah. I see notifications all the time. I pop in from time to time. I'm sorry I lurk too much. I'm not going to lurk anymore.
He's lying. He doesn't come at all. That's okay.
I do. You just kind of chatting. I'm actually chatting and you don't say anything.
Bull.
he doesn't reach out.
Well, thank you, B-Dubs, for coming along, dude. I appreciate it. And it's good to catch up with you. Glad you're still alive. That's
too.
always a good thing. And
Yes.
tell the kids in the Nicole we said hello, like always. But if you guys want to catch our friend B-Dubs on any of the links, will be down below. Definitely hit up his Instagram if you have any interest in doing YouTube in the future, or know a friend that is doing YouTube and wants to get bigger or better at what they do. But anyways, thanks again. We love you guys. Thanks for coming along with the podcast, and we'll see you guys on the next one.
Bye. Everyone, to cut that bot out at the end.
No.
Yeah, let's start over.
Thank you for listening to the GFY Podcast. We appreciate all the support that you guys have been giving, and everybody does make a difference on every little thing that you guys share.
Again, make sure you follow us on social media so you know when our episodes go up. I do want to apologize for any kind of audio problems we had. We are learning, we are growing, we're trying to fix things. So thank you guys so much for sticking around with us, and we'll see you guys next time.
Thank you, D20 is a shithead. I would fuck him in the ass if he let me fuck this.